Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here. I'm returning to you, I guess, this morning, getting close to late this morning, for an album review, and this is one of the new album reviews I'm going to be reviewing for May 20th releases, for James LaBrie's solo work from the band Dream Theater. So I'm going to be reviewing his not self-titled album, I don't know how many albums he's on right now, but this is his new album, Beautiful Shade of Grey, that I just got done listening to for this 11-track album. So I'm going to discuss what I listened to for this Beautiful Shade of Grey James LaBrie album and let you know my thoughts on it. So let's dive into this album review. Now, what did I think of this album overall? I was pretty impressed with it. In my personal opinion, I really like it. Um, Devil and Drag, it is sort of melodic, but I think the instrumentally it sounds really good, and production wise and mixing, it sounds really well done. And James LaBrie singing in it for the first song, Devil and Drag, really enjoyed his vocals. It sounded really good. So, 5 out of 5 for Devil and Drag. Supernova Girl, not sure if I like that one right now. I think it's a solid track, but I don't know. There's some lyrics in there that I don't know if I can get behind. Was something about the Milky Way and uh, flying through the Milky Way or something like that, or something he sings in that lyric. I have to go back and listen to this song again to be 100% sure what the lyric was, but yeah, there were a few cringy lyrics in this song, but in my personal opinion, I think this track overall structurally did a little okay, so 4.5 out of 5 for that one. Give and Take was a pretty good song in my opinion. I really enjoyed this track. James LaBrie's vocals and that sound really good, and yeah, this was a very well executed track for sure. The instrumental wise of the track is what's making it sound really good. So 5 out of 5 for Give and Take. It was one of the singles for this album. And sorry, my hair is a little itchy right now. I woke up like around 8:30 or about almost 9 o'clock, and I still feel like I want to go back to sleep for sure. But yeah, um, Give and Take, I'm giving a 5 out of 5. Sunset Rain, pretty good track. I really enjoyed this track. Sorry for my yawning. Still trying to wake up a bit. Sunset Rain, I really enjoyed, and it was a really well executed song. So I don't know if there was moments in the track where I felt hesitant on liking a certain section in the song, but still, I think for what it was going for, it did pleasantly very good. So 5 out of 5 for Sunset Rain. I like some of the lyrics in it too. Then comes Hit Me Like a Brick, and that was a pretty good track for what it was going for. So 5 out of 5 for that one. Wildflower, another one of my least favorites, but I think it did solid for what it was going for. So yeah, melody wise, it sounded alright, and production and mixing is pretty solid. So 4.5 out of 5 for Wildflower. There's some lyrics in the song that I don't know if I can get behind with James LaBrie singing it the way he's singing it, but it still did alright. Conscience Calling is an interlude to the next song, which is what I missed. So I'll give that a 5 out of 5. I enjoyed some of the background vocals and some of the James LaBrie singing. It sounds like a more dark choir thing that they're going for, I think. I don't know for sure, but it's only 48 seconds, so you're not in for a very long song, but 5 out of 5. What I missed, I really enjoyed. Um, That was a little lengthy of a track, but not too lengthy where I was like, well, it's not that bad. So it's like about a 5 minute song. You're not in for a long track. Well, a little lengthy of a track, but yeah. I think the next one's a little longer, which is Am I Right? And that was the last single for this album, I believe, before this album decides to come out tomorrow. But yeah, Am I Right was pretty good. I like James LaBrie's singing pitches in the song towards the end of the track. It sounds really good. So I was really impressed with the end of the song. Um, so 5 out of 5 for What I Missed and Am I Right? And the last two songs, one of them's a cover track for Led Zeppelin's Ramble On. So I really enjoyed it. I was not disappointed with James LaBrie singing in that his cover version to the Led Zeppelin version that came out years ago. But he did pretty good in it, in my opinion. So 5 out of 5 for Ramble On. It was really good. There were certain pitches he did that I wasn't sure if I was getting comfortable with, but still, for what it went for, great song. Ramble On's getting a 5 out of 5. The cover track that James LaBrie did for Led Zeppelin's song, of course. So, Devil in Drag electric version is the final track, and I think it's more of him having an auto-tuned electronic voice through majority of the track, and it's kind of echoing. I think it's alright. Not my personal favorite, but still, I did enjoy the track. But the electric version kind of made me wonder, like, is it that good or is it good? Because I'm not 100% sure. But this is an album I have to come back to and listen to it a few more times to see if it grows on me. But I'll give it a 5 out of 5 because just being nice. Overall production, mixing, and execution, I think James LaBrie's Beautiful Shade of Grey was actually a really good album. I was not disappointed with this album. It's actually going to be on my best albums of 2022 for sure. So, first score for me, I'm giving James LaBrie's Beautiful Shade of Grey album a 9 out of 10. This was a really good album. I think he did a pretty good job with the production and mixing throughout this whole album. And his singing vocals were actually really good in this album. There was only two songs I was a little disappointed with, which was Supernova Girl and Wildflower. I don't know if I can feel for those songs right now, but or if I'm gonna feel for those songs in due time. But we'll just see how it holds up after listening to it a few more times. But anyways, comment below. Let me know what you guys thought of the James LaBrie album, Beautiful Shade of Grey, if you've heard it. And if you enjoyed this album review, which this album is coming out tomorrow on YouTube for streaming services and other services as well, like Spotify and Pandora and other things like that. If you enjoyed this album review I did for you guys, and keep in mind I'm just expressing my own opinion on this album, comment below and let me know your thoughts on it. Tap a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you can. Support the channel. I will have another review coming out for Harry Styles, Harry's House. That'll be the next album review. I was trying to look for it throughout yesterday, and I thought I found them until the last song was not the correct song. And I was like, great. Because I heard majority of the album, but I didn't finish it. Because due to the last song not being the correct song, I gotta wait till at least a few more hours or maybe this afternoon till I find the album. But I'll just wait just to be a little patient and just wait for the correct one to come out for the zip file or whatever to download to my phone or whatever. But I hope you enjoyed this album review for James LaBrie, Beautiful Shade of Grey. Keep in mind, I did the best I could to make it as good as possible. I'll have another album review coming out and a few track reviews coming out this afternoon sometime. I gotta go run some errands, so stay safe, guys. Take care, and as always, I will see you in my next review.